So I want to start out this video by saying I don't like the Funimation app. I had to resort to this app to watch this show, and at first I see, oh, it's a free app. You just gotta watch ads. I can do that, no problem. And then the show is interrupted like 4 times per episode, and every time it's interrupted, it's like 5 different ads. I noticed it was taking like a whole hour to watch a 20-minute episode. And after like the first 5 episodes, I just couldn't take it anymore. So then I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna try to do a 7-day free trial with no ads and just try to knock out the whole show in 7 days. But even then, this app had so many unreasonable glitches. I'd have to do something and pause an episode, and then when I go to play the episode again, it just starts the episode over. What? Before you sign up for that free trial, they claim that you can watch whatever episodes you want without Wi-Fi. That wasn't true. And then randomly, I would just have the app totally quit on me and close out, and I'd have to go back in and find what episode I was on. I know I hate on a lot of apps, but the Funimation app has got to be one of the worst. It might even be worse than Hulu. Hey, to all those companies out there that have their own apps, just copy YouTube. YouTube has the best app. Don't try to be innovative with your own stupid ideas. Just copy YouTube. So once I finished up with Gantz, I made sure to go back in there and cancel that subscription because I don't want to accidentally pay for it, you know? Fuck that shit. Okay, Gantz. Okay, let's just chill for a minute, and I want you to imagine. You die. You get in an accident, or you get murdered, or you commit suicide. You are dead. In this show, in this world, when you die, you wake up in a room with a bunch of other people that have died. Within this room, there's a giant black ball, and this black ball starts talking to you. It says, hey, you're dead. I need you to go out and kill some aliens that I need you to kill. You have about an hour to do it. That black ball, that's the titular character, that's Gantz. So then Gantz opens up and there's a bunch of crazy suits in there and crazy wacky guns in there. And you start teleporting out of the room and into the real world. And in the real world, you have a certain amount of time within a certain amount of space to go kill aliens with these crazy guns and crazy suits. Yeah, that is Gantz. It's weird, but it's also pretty cool. I watched the anime series, it's like 26 episodes. This series focuses on 3 main characters. Your main protagonist is Kurono. Kurono. First and foremost, he's a horny teenager, and yes, it gets obnoxious. All he thinks about are boobs, and he's an obsessive, jealous, selfish asshole. Gonna be honest, I don't like this character. I really wish they had a different protagonist. I was waiting most of the show for him to like come around and grow up a little bit and stop thinking so much about boobs. And eventually that does happen. But for me, it was just too little too late. The best moments from this character are in like the last 10 episodes. There's a whole 16 episodes before that you just have to put up with his shit. The sad part is that his inner dialogue as a horny teenager is eerily accurate. I gotta give the writer credit. It's spot on how a teenage male thinks. And yeah, it's gross. Kurono sucks, alright? I don't like him. Too little too late. And then there's the girl that Kurono obsesses over. Her name's Kishimoto. Unfortunately, her character doesn't really have a lot to offer. She's there for men to be obsessed with how hot she is and have comments made about her, and she's also constantly needing to be saved. Yeah, it's rough. But there is an aspect to her character that no one else has that had me asking questions about this world that the show's in. How does this world work, and what are the rules of Gantz, and how does Gantz work, and what is Gantz? I like that spark of thought that her character created for me. She's just got that one thing that's so interesting, and there's so many questions I have. The last character is Kato. He is the best character in the show, and I really wish he was the main protagonist. He's a good dude, he fights for others, and he's very selfless. Kato is the man, I'll leave it at that. He's even better in the movie Gantz O. I wanted to talk about Gantz itself for a sec also. Inside this ball full of crazy suits and crazy weapons, there's a dude sitting in there and it looks like he's sleeping. I don't know, it's weird. He's just in there, sleeping. The Gantz itself is just weird. When the Gantz actually talks to these people and has comments about these people, he's very sarcastic, and I found that to be very funny. Gantz made me laugh a lot. I like Gantz. This is a show where if you told me that you had started watching it and then you decided to quit, I totally understand. It's very weird and it's really out there and most of the characters are very unlikable. I get it. But I think if you commit to the 26 episodes, which are only 20 minutes long, and then watch Gantz O on Netflix, which is an hour-and-a-half movie, it's all worth it. When the show focuses on the everyday life of these teenagers, I wasn't very interested. I don't care about teenage problems. Except Kato. Kato had real life problems. That's why Kato's the best, because he takes care of shit. Real life shit. Kato's not obsessing over boobs. So yeah, I wasn't interested in the teenage everyday life shit, especially Kurono's behavior. When the show focuses on Gantz and these alien hunting crazy missions, I thought it was awesome. Seeing regular people just realizing that they died, face this situation, and be told that aliens exist, and now they have to go hunt and kill aliens, was a fun time. It's a crazy, weird situation, and it's really entertaining to see a wide variety of people react to that situation. You can have a child and a dog and an old woman all on the same team that are told to go hunt an alien that will kill them. If you survive a mission, then you keep coming back, and there's like a point system that Gantz has. If you die on a mission, you're fucking dead for real. I never got tired of seeing new people show up in that room with Gantz and interact with each other. I really loved seeing the veterans who have already been on missions tell these new people what was up, and then be like, what? What do you mean we gotta put on these weird suits and go kill aliens? What? So yeah, if the show focused more on that and less on the teenage bullshit, I would have liked the entire thing a lot more. The concept of the show is so like sci-fi and it's wild and it's cool, and I just wanted to see more of the missions. This show could be 12 episodes and I'd be cool with it. I just want more of what I like. That's it. I also thought that the violence was awesome, and seeing normal people react to the violence was very accurate. It would take a few missions of murdering aliens for you to become this like hardened badass. The animation was like half CG and half hand drawn, and for some reason it worked for me and I liked it a lot. Again, if people don't like it, I totally get that, because it looks weird, but for some reason I think it looks cool. I think the weirdness of the animation fits the weirdness of the show. What made this whole show worth watching for me was watching Gantz O afterward. It's on Netflix. I don't know why one is on Funimation and one is on Netflix. As I said before, Gantz O, hour-and-a-half long movie, but Kato is the main character. That's all I ever wanted. I just want the character that I like to be the main protagonist. And they did that in the movie. Gantz O also cuts out all the teenage bullshit. This movie is one big mission to kill aliens. Yes. They also established new rules of the game that I found so thought-provoking, like game-changing, awesome new rules to think about and make the show cooler. It builds on the show, and in retrospect, it makes the show better. The movie is also full CG, and you know what? It didn't really bother me. It was like a really good video game cutscene, and it wasn't bad. The CG wasn't bad. I liked it. The new characters that they introduced were awesome. The aliens were the best. And for the most part, they cut out all that horny teenage bullshit. For the most part. If you decide to commit to watching Gantz and getting through it, then I really need to recommend that you immediately watch Gantz O right after. For me, that's a package deal, and if you do that, then it's all worth it, and it's a cool, weird show with a great concept. It definitely has its flaws, and it's not the best anime I've ever seen, but if you can hold out and watch everything, it's totally worth it, okay? See ya. Subscribe!